I wanted to talk about this because it's interesting and it caught my attention, and it just pulls the mask off of people. It shows their BS, it shows their hypocrisy, it shows their racism, it shows their anti-blackness, because for the life of me, I can't understand how we went from Kanye West to Kyrie Irving to Nick Cannon to Whoopi Goldberg all the way down to Elon Musk, and you can see night and day what happened to them. And I wanted to showcase them because they have money. I think, well, Kanye was a billionaire, and then the rest of them have money, and how their lives changed when they did something perceived by the ADL. I'm going to focus on the ADL as anti-Semitic, which is crazy that they list these people as anti-Semitic. They have the nerve to claim Judaism, or being a Jew, as a race of people. It's not a race of people. In this article, Kanye West's hateful comments about them may have inspired dozens of anti-Semitic incidents. So him saying what he said when supposedly anti-Semitism against them existed decades before, he just unleashed this flood of people who were anti-Semitic. The ADL counted almost 60 incidents after Kanye voiced his opinion, because we all know that if somebody says something, that there are a group of people who are ready to, fall at their knee, kiss the ring, and do whatever this person says. This is the most ignorant stuff I have ever read in my life. But I want to go down to the part where the ADL made its comments. It says here, ADL research found a 36% spike in anti-Semitic incidents in 2022, 3,700 cases across the country, the highest on record. And it gives you all that BS. It says here, we're deeply disturbed by this dramatic and completely unacceptable surge in anti-Semitic incidents. The ADL CEO, Jonathan Greenblatt. While we can't point to any single factor or ideology driving this increase, the surge is organized colorless supremacy, propaganda activity, brazen attacks on Orthodox Jays, a rapid escalation of bomb okay. The increased incidents on schools and campuses. I haven't heard anything since the protesting stopped. But they literally go through the statistics of incidents that happened in 2001 and 2002, and then they said that Kanye West inspired it. Then Kanye says he lost $2 billion in a day because of his freedom of speech, which wasn't threatening. You can have nasty ideas. There are people who say the N-word, people who say a lot of things to Black people, and they get away with it because it's covered under the First Amendment. So you have to walk on by about your day if you're Black and somebody calls you the N-word, hard ER, or any other nasty derogatory name. But basically, if you say anything about these people who are always lamenting and crying about anti-Semitism, you can have your livelihood taken away from you. You should have your life ruined. You should be homeless. You shouldn't have money. You shouldn't have a job if you say something negative about them. But not if you say negative anything or anything about Black people in a derogatory way. So he was dropped from Adidas, Balenciaga, which, I mean, who cares about that? CAA and MRC. And Adidas, I did do a video. If I remember, I'll go ahead and link it to this, where they cut ties immediately when this happened. But then later on, they wanted to keep selling the shoe without him being involved, which is disgusting. So that was Kanye. Yeah, he lost a lot of money. He lost a lot of deals over comments like that, as if a Black person has anything to do with the Holocaust. And they were practicing on Black people before they did what they did. That's another thing. And I thought freedom of speech was freedom of speech. I mean, Elon Musk, which we seem to be running and crashing into him a lot, he allowed people to say the N-word all over the new Twitter. People were so happy that when he basically bought it, they were so happy to get on there and be disgustingly racist towards Black people. There was someone threatening him to take his kids away from him also. The audacity of JP Morgan Chase to drop him, a bank, to drop him. JP Morgan Chase has been involved in a lot of criminal activity. JP Morgan Chase has been connected to millions of dollars of drugs. And not only that, JP Morgan Chase was attached to Jeffrey Epstein and the island. But Kanye West says some things that offend some people, and he must be destroyed. Now, Kyrie Irving, so basically he was suspended and he had to donate $500,000 toward an organization that I wouldn't be surprised. It's the ADL. So he had to give his money to those who fight for those people because he watched a film that is on Amazon, and it was available. It had been put out years ago, and he watched it, and it was the reason that they didn't like that film, because I ended up watching it, is because they say that the people who call themselves Israelis, they don't even call themselves Israelites, which is in the biblical text. They call themselves Israelis. Now, there is a lot more information came out about the Limba tribe and different tribes in Africa, also here in America, about Israelites being black. That is what they call anti-Semitic. When you look up the definition of Semitic, it has absolutely nothing to do with just Judaism or being Jewish. What really got under their skin and what really bothered them is because someone was promoting, that was in the public eye, was promoting the idea of black people actually being the actual people. And then these people, because in the biblical text it talks about, I know those who are, and I know their poverty, and I know those who do lie, and they're not. So you can read that for yourself, because the certain Jewish people, they do go by the biblical text. And even Benjamin Malachowski, he uses the biblical text to say that he has the right to take over the Gaza Strip. So this is why they went after Kyrie Irving. And it's not lost on me that Kyrie Irving had the white girl vote party. Kanye West, has said some very problematic things. Nick Cannon, who's up next, is a sperm donor to everyone. And Whoopi Goldberg has said some things. I understand that they have been involved in problematic things. That doesn't cover that up, but I just think it's interesting how they were treated versus when we get down to the last person we're going to talk about, President Elon Musk. Now, again, he had to apologize. He was let go by Viacom, all of that. And all of them ended up apologizing. All of them bent the knee. I wouldn't have done any. I wouldn't have apologized for what? For telling the truth or talking about a hypocritical organization like the ADL or Zionist. And look at what they've been doing. They say the offense was he was with Professor Griff from Public Enemy, and they were having a discussion, and then they happened to say, which is the thing that would trigger you being anti-Semitic and your life has to be destroyed, is that the true Hebrew Israelites or Jews are black. That's the offense. That's why the ADL went after Nick Cannon. And then he said that lighter skinned people, Jewish people, white people, Europeans, are a little less and have deficiencies that historically causes them to act out of fear and commit acts of violence to survive. They have to be savage. I just want somebody to tell me the lie, because Europeans came over here to America, spread their disease to the Native Americans, killed them into extinction, many tribes into extinction. They did the same thing in Australia. And so many groups of people have been literally exterminated off the earth because of them. And we we not just see people making videos of themselves committing war crimes, talking about how they're rolling over alive and dead bodies of Palestinians, which are children, shooting them in the head, and they couldn't eat meat because of what the heavy machinery rolling across their bodies made it look like. No different than the psychopath that ran over the woman. He basically is a serial killer, and he said that he ran over her so many times that she looked like spaghetti. Yeah. What's the difference between the serial killing psychopath and the IDF? The ADL has no problem with soldiers shooting children in the head. So why wouldn't this be seen as a deficiency or violence? And then they pretend like they're afraid that, oh, anti-Semitism is going to rear its ugly head, so we have to just start taking lives because we're so afraid. No, they're exactly what he called them, savages. But again, he ended up apologizing because he has all these kids to take care of, and he bent the knee. He sat with a rabbi, and he was buck broken in front of everyone. Now, Whoopi Goldberg, she basically was suspended, but she did come back on the show. The only thing that this woman said was they were, I guess, talking about a novel, and it had to do with, people are saying Yahtzees. That sounds stupid to me, but anyway, she basically said that this was not about race, that it was about man's inhumanity to another man, because she basically was saying these were white people who were taking out white people, which was true. It was because Adolf had this vision of blue eye, blonde hair, pale skin, and anybody who didn't have blue eyes, blonde hair, pale skin, they were too close to not being Aryan. That's basically what he wanted. So he was just, I guess, exterminating people who had the genetics to have brown eyes, brown hair, but they were the same people. He was killing his people because a lot of these people that are there that are subscribed to Judaism, they are Eastern European. So she said nothing wrong, because let's say you had a person who was who practiced Judaism, and let's say he had blonde hair and blue eyes, and he could pull off a German accent. Let's say he overpowered a soldier, he could pass. They used to sew something on their clothes so they would know who they are. If you could tell the difference so easily, you wouldn't have to do that. So I wouldn't have apologized. I would have fought for that, and I probably would have levied a lawsuit, since you want to be a revisionist of history.
Kanye West, you fat pile. You washed up fat pile. What are you, CIA? Huh? FBI? You a Fed? You fat bloated. Jewish people are going through enough. We don't need your fat, dusty ass saying anything. Huh? People are saying, oh, he's mentally ill. No, you're just, I'll tell you something. If your mother was still alive, she would be embarrassed. You're an embarrassment to Danda. You're an embarrassment. We got a new record coming out, Brick. Nobody, music, bro. Music is trash.
You're upset about Elon Musk. You're not upset about the fact that 7 Americans are still being held hostage. You're worried about Elon Musk? So that means if you're worried about a salute, you must be concerned. You must be worried about Jews. You must want to defend Jews. Well, if you want to defend Jews, I'll say on behalf of all the Jews worldwide, there's plenty of more things you could be doing than worrying about Elon Musk. You could say free the hostages. You could start with that. You could condemn Hamas. Don't worry about Elon Musk. I'll take care of Elon Musk. I'll deal with him myself. I'll take responsibility that if Elon Musk pops off and Elon Musk starts saying globalize the Intifada, I'll personally take care of that. You care so much about Jews because you're so irate you're so freaked out by Elon Musk. There's so many other things you could be doing for the Jewish people. You could start by saying free the hostage. That's the least you could do. Bullshit artists, scumbags. Everything's complicated except for some phantom N-word salute by Elon Musk. People go, well, you could do the same thing. Get the out of here. There's way bigger fish to fry than some lunatic going around screaming and yelling on a stage and saying, I gave you my heart. If he's an N-word, I want my N-words like Elon Musk. I want my N-words giving money to Israel. I want my N-words meeting with Netanyahu. I want my N-words having close relationship with Jews. I want my N-words going to Israel post-October 7th and bearing witness, seeing it, speaking about it, sharing it, condemning Hamas. You're upset about Elon Musk. You're not upset. So upset. So many people are continuing to post about Elon Musk and this phantom N-word salute. And like I said, if you are so upset about Elon Musk and you think that he's actually an N-word, that means you are concerned for Jews. That means you care about the sovereignty of Israel, which is the one and only Jewish state that exists. That means that you support the right to Israel to exist. That means you don't support anti-Jewishness, anti-Semitism, anti-Zionist behavior that's going on all over the world. And that's fantastic. So if you're so offended by Elon Musk, you must care about Jews. But I don't see any of the people that are articulating how much they are upset about Elon Musk, concerned about Elon Musk being a You're concerned about Elon Musk being a but you say nothing. You have said nothing for 480 days about the attack in Israel. You said nothing about the violence on October 7th. You said nothing about the hostages being taken. You said nothing about the documented assaults on October 7th. You said nothing about the fact that Israel is under attack since October 7th up until last week. So, I'm going to give you another opportunity. If you are so offended and concerned, because you're concerned, like, oh my God, one of the most powerful people in the world, he's a So if you're so concerned about that, I'm going to give you one more chance right now to say free every single hostage today. Leave Israel the alone.
Okay, so I had to stop him right there because he is the most annoying piece of ish that I have ever heard in my life. Everybody is in the comment section saying how hypocritical his ass is. He has so much to say about Kanye. He has so much to say about Kyrie Irving. He has so much to say about everyone when the ADL was talking about giving out their anti-Semitism cards to everyone who had a criticism about Israel, as if nobody can criticize these sick, Zionist, crazed, bloodthirsty monsters that are just killing kids and women, and it's just sick. They have a bloodlust. They don't care. This just shows you that they do not care. They like it. I think that they like seeing these people in pain. They like taking these people's lives, and they probably get turned on by it. They probably get a high from it. But he has so much shit to say about the Kanyes, the Kyrie Irvings, the Nick Cannons, all of the other ones. But then you have Elon Musk. There's video of him doing the heart shit, and it doesn't look like this. He did a whole N-word salute since... which that's rubbing me the wrong way. He did a whole Yahtzee salute. Okay, I literally put up a video just to show them side by side, and he did it exactly how they did it, with their little mask and their little shirts hiding their identity. But yet he has no smoke for President Elon Musk on the national stage doing it. All of the Jewish people are just hush hush. We didn't see anything. We didn't see any anti-Semitism. We didn't, what? No, I could have swore I saw these little bubbles of hearts coming from his hand. You know, he's throwing his heart out to everyone on a national stage. Just listen. If you continue to buy into their BS about being so oppressed and being so afraid and being so targeted, I don't want to hear this shit anymore. No, you're not. You're not. You are anti-black. I believe they're more anti-black than some European Americans. Because you saw he had so much to say. He had every name in the book for Kanye. His career is going down. Oh, but not Elon Musk. He's just a young boy who was giving his heart out on stage. Fuck Michael Rapaport. He makes me sick to my stomach. Well, the ADL has to say about President Elon Musk, this is a delicate moment. Hold up, let me go up to this article. It says, when President Elon Musk made a gesture resembling a Yahtzee salute during a public appearance, it sent shockwaves through the Jewish community and beyond. Colorless supremacists like Nick Fuentes openly embraced the gesture as if this little peon recognizes that this is a Yahtzee salute. Why is everybody else BSing, including all these articles, the ADL, Michael Rapaport, and everyone else? No, we didn't see it. They act like they're Ray Charles to this shit. That's crazy. But anyway, it says the ADL, this is a delicate moment. It's a new day, and yet so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to the anxiety. Yeah, because everybody's looking at your hypocritical asses and your bullshit and how you do certain people and how you wouldn't dare do others. It seems that President Elon Musk made an awkward gesture. He made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm. Not a Yahtzee salute, but again, we appreciate that people are on edge. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace. Wow. Oh, we couldn't give Kanye some grace. We couldn't give Nick Cannon some grace. We couldn't give Kyrie Irving some grace. We couldn't give Whoopi Goldberg any grace. No. They attacked and attacked and attacked until they got on their knees and apologized before the almighty Jewish people. Yeah, okay. The ADL made them get on their knees and apologize because they were so anti-Semitic. But no. This is just, let's give a little grace. We didn't see what we saw. That isn't what it is. President Elon Musk didn't do that. Perhaps even the benefit of the doubt and take a breath. Just take a breath. This is a new beginning. Let's hope for healing and work towards unity in the month of fuck them. Anyway, yeah, I've had enough. I'll go ahead and end it with this.
Like, all right, it's cool. Oh my God, this is a delicate moment. It's a new day, and yet so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to the anxiety. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm. Not a nice salute, but again, we appreciate that people are on edge. In this moment, all sides should give another a bit of grace, perhaps even the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath. This is a new beginning. Let's hope for healing and work towards unity in the months and years ahead. Oh my God, I didn't think they'd be so shameless, dude. I mean, I didn't think that this joke was going to be the truth. I said, it's okay, though. He's pro-Israel. Don't worry, guys. And then the ADL did the damn thing. They did do that. PBS News, which is publicly funded, is spreading propaganda that Elon Musk made a salute during a speech at the Capital One Arena. Their own video clearly shows that he was motioning. My heart goes out to you, to the audience. Defund PBS. Libs of TikTok, Chaya Reichik, is an Orthodox Jewish woman. As long as someone is rich, Republican, and pro-Israel, they can straight up be like, I love Adolf Hitler, and people will still be like, all right, it's cool.
Okay, so yeah, everybody in the comments of this one is like, oh, so you did certain people a certain way, but then you showing your true colors with this. And someone brought up a good question. The question is, Elon Musk hasn't even denied this. He hasn't come out with his on his knee with a tear in his eye saying, I would never do anything like that. And I'm talking about in front of everyone. He has a platform. He could have come out on Twitter and made a video and released it saying, I don't want to be associated with that. He could have cleared that. He hasn't said anything. He doesn't give a damn because he knows that they will bend the knee and kiss his ring. It's disgusting. Now, from now on, if I ever see that toward these people, I'm going to say, I don't know what you're talking about. You need to be quiet. These people are giving you their heart, their love. But I'll go ahead and leave it right there. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.
We were beating the shit out of journalists, kicking their cameras, kicking them in the face. People were beating up cops. People were lifting up barricades and pushing it against the cops. Cops were getting their faces smashed against the door. Ah! Trump supporters punching him in the face, punching him in the stomach. And, you know, like no one died. A couple of them died like a week later. They blamed it. A bunch of them killed themselves. And look what you did to me. Look how sad I am. You did this. You should feel bad. It's like we don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad. Fuck you, okay?